Hello and welcome to another video. Today it's gonna be a very short one, but I was asked a couple of times to do one of these videos. It's a do-it-yourself video. I'm talking about how you change the oil. Engine oil is pretty simple, but differentials at the front and at the back are a little bit tricky. But if you have a lift, or maybe you can do it even on the ground, you just need a few tools that will help you make the work much easier. So let's just take a look at where we're going or what we are going to change. So let's start with the rear differential. This one's pretty easy. This one is the bolt where you can let out all the oil. There you can see these two. I would just open up the upper one to let air flow in, so it gets the oil gets out much easier. The upper one is also the one where you have to refill it. You just fill it up until it overflows. So that's pretty easy. You just fill it in until it overflows. It has 0.45 liters of oil capacity. So it's not that much. That's also one of the reasons it overheats pretty quickly. If you're not familiar with the metric system, I have no idea how many eagles per square mile that is. So yeah, you have to make that calculated yourself. Let's talk about the front. This one's pretty simple. That's just the oil, engine oil. That's my engine oil filter. As you can see, the adapter plate for the cooler. Filling this one up is pretty simple. I think stock is 4.3 liters. Then transfer case at the front, also to release the oil, and up here I would suppose this one to refill it. You have one right here, but that's a little bit or not that easy to reach, so I always fill them up from this side. It's just much easier to fill it up from there. You have 0.5 liters at the front. Then the gearbox, it's this one to release the oil, and up here this one to refill it. As you can see, there's this one in the way. If you don't have the brake cooling stuff, it's pretty easy to remove. Just these two up here, and then you can take out everything. So I would suggest just take this one out. It's much easier than to refill it. Yeah, it's the gearbox is 2 liters of oil. Which oils I'm using, I'm gonna show you at the end. So now you know where to refill it. I refill it with one of these. Just give me a second. With this one. That's just really big. I think it's called syringe. It has a 1 liter capacity, so it's enough for rear differential and front differential. And I have to fill it up twice for the gearbox, so that's pretty simple done. Oh yeah, of course, you have to remove this one as well. I have that removed already, so yeah, it gets a little bit quicker. But that's basically everything you need. For the transfer case and the rear differential, you need one of these. It's a H10, it's the size. The upper bolt for the rear differential isn't that easy to reach, so I don't use a normal ratchet. I use this one because you don't have that much space, and with this one it basically works just fine. And second thing I wanted to talk about is this one right here, this little thingy. That's this one here. We had overheating of the rear differential last time. That's from, I will show you the name, I still can't say that. It just gets bolted in here in the protection of the fuel tank. So that's pretty simple done. You just remove this and these. I'm gonna show you how it's done. You can remove these pretty easy with one of them. I don't know if you can see it. There's two little pins. And then you just take it out like this. So pretty easy, and put it back in, and there you go, and it's fixed again. So you pull out these four, take this out, take this one away, and then you can remove it all together, and it's much easier to install. I wouldn't recommend rivets. I would recommend nuts and bolts because it just holds much better. This one actually is as you can see, it doesn't fit quite well, but it gets the job done. It makes everything a little bit more rigid. The reason I used this one is because it's one of the prototypes I had for the engine oil cooler mounting plate. So I just used this one and bolted it straight into the 3D printed part, and this will lead some air on top or on the side here of the differential, which should cool it a little bit more. The isolation of the insulation of the exhaust wasn't quite enough, so we had the overheat warning. So yeah, I had this one lying around for a couple of months now, but never used it because we had never had the issue with the differential. So that's why I just decided to do it right now, because we had the issue with the rear differential the last time. So that's basically it. I think filling it up isn't that very interesting to watch, so I'm gonna do that by myself. And if you want to change it, it will take you maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half with everything done, and oil filter and everything, maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good week. Goodbye.